Hi, everyone. This is Tom Salemi of DeviceTalks. I'm very happy to have our friends from Freudenberg Medical joining us on the podcast. I'm speaking with Shane Healy. He's the Senior Director of Technology at Freudenberg Medical. Shane, thank you so much for joining us today.
Tom, thanks for the introduction and thanks for the opportunity to be on this podcast with you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. So we love to talk medtech, but I love to talk to medtech people. So let's take this opportunity to introduce our audience to you and to Freudenberg Medical. Who are you? How do you work with medical device companies?
Okay, so my name is Shane Healy and I'm a Senior Corporate Director of Technology for Freudenberg Medical. I've been working in medical devices or medical device components for over 30 years now. And Freudenberg Medical are a contract device and design and manufacturing partner who support the OEMs predominantly. And they work in 12 locations across the globe in the US, Europe, Asia, and Costa Rica. And we support customers with a broad range of vertically integrated components and technologies that basically help us to produce solutions in the minimally invasive catheter space. And we also operate in the biopharma processing space where we produce some solutions in that area too. And what really connects all of that is our deep material expertise. We've got a lot of thermoplastics, fluoropolymer, silicon, metals, and coating expertise. And when we bring all those together, using our two main process platforms of molding and extrusions, we produce what I think are really appreciated solutions for our customers.
So Shane, when we speak with the CDMO sector, a consistent trend that we're hearing is a move from transactional outsourcing to more strategic partnerships. Where do we stand on that today?
I think that is accelerating, and I think there's a couple of reasons for that. Definitely catheters are becoming more complex. There's more
Okay.
technology in catheters. So OEMs are looking for CDMO partners with that who can manage that technical complexity. And then in addition to that technical complexity, there can be more supply chain complexity. So there could be components that are bought in from various parts of the world. So the ability to manage that technical complexity and supply chain complexity is something the OEMs value. And that's what they look to in CDMO partners, is to help them bring that to the table.
It's amazing how complex medical devices have been getting just over the past 5 years or so. How is that complexity changing what customers actually need from their strategic partners?
Well, if you look at some catheters, a lot of these new catheters that we're developing and OEMs and they're putting on the marketplace, they're getting smarter. Years ago, you might have a catheter with 2 or 3 layers in it. You might have a slippy layer, PTFE to get over a guide wire, maybe a reinforcement layer, and then an outer jacket. And now what we're seeing is those catheters with kind of the same wall thickness requirements, but with things like pull rings for steerable catheters, pull ring assemblies. We're looking at things still reinforcement. We're looking at things like still lubricious liners, possibly incorporating flexible electrode circuits. So we're trying to pack far more technology into the distal section of those catheters.
Wow.
And you need the internal capabilities to do that. And you need the connections with supply chain, the correct suppliers to help you outsource those technologies where you don't have them in-house.
So as these devices get more complex, you really need broad integration as a CDMO to support customers. How do you get to that level of capability?
So you can develop it internally or you can acquire it or both, and that's what we do, is both. So recently we would have acquired a hypotube manufacturer in Japan called Fujiseko. So we brought in hypotube manufacturing internally, and then we can develop that as we acquire that technology and we can expand the range. Another example of would be the launch of Lubritech, which is a lubricious coating that we've launched into the marketplace in the last several months. And then we also have what we call platform technologies. So we have a range of sealing technologies, introducer sealing technologies, Flex Seal, Hyper Seal, and we build those out because we can help our customers bring their solutions quicker to the marketplace by providing some of these kind of peripheral technologies that may not be core to those business, but they're highly valued in terms of them being able to bring those accessories and on market with their main devices. And so the investments in kind of platform technologies, acquisitions, and component technologies, I think all that helps.
So just to wrap up, take a step back. We've talked about the complexity of the devices, about the need for these increased need for broader skill sets. What do you think will matter most to customers when choosing a CDMO partner in the future?
So I think our customers want partners that have sufficient vertical integration so that we can keep control of that very complex technology and supply chain that are going into these more and more complex catheters that our customers are looking for the market to build. And then the other drive will be not just going the technologies, but the location of the technologies in region support. As these bonds become more complex, the supply chains can become more complex. You're flying components all around the world. So partners that can actually bring up component technologies in region to support customers in region, I think will be part of the selection criteria for those OEMs as we go forward.
Fantastic. Shane, I've always learned a lot when I talk with Freudenberg Medical today. I learned more than I could have hoped. I really appreciate your taking the time and joining us on the podcast.
Great. Thank you, Tom. Thanks for having me.